Well, I'm out here just doing the second scouting trip. Season starts in just a few days. I'm out in a place I call the Big Swamp. It's all lily pad stems and just, it's uninviting if you don't have a canoe. You need a canoe to get back into some of these backwater places. I just jumped a big nutria off this little pillar right here. I've already seen about 6, but I'm just going to paddle a little back through my line and where I'm going to put traps, and I'm already seeing probably 5 nutriats so far and beaver sticks floating everywhere. I'm going to go through the line, pick some spots, and show you the sign I'm finding. But looks like a good day. Over here at the next spot where I found where there's some pretty good bit of beaver sign. Our beaver make these goofy little lodges. It's kind of a combination between a bank den and a beaver lodge. They're easy to find. You just paddle down the creek and look for the sticks they've got piled up above it. You can see some fairly decent fresh sticks up in there. They're still using it. And they've got little beaver ditches coming in and out, and just good spots to look for. Just out here paddling around these creeks, the edge of the Big Swamp, and I think that beaver takes his castor mound serious. Every one of these little coves down through here has got castor mounds on them, fairly fresh. We've had 2 days of rain, but these castor mounds are just, that'd be a guaranteed catch for me. Put a little foreign caster to this place in and around his mound, he's gonna have to come check it out. There will be some catches here. See you when I find more sign. I was in here just looking around behind all these reed beds. Beavers have got a ditch going up through here to about a half a dozen castor mounds. They are sizable and fresh. It's going to be some easy catches for me. See you down the line when I find more sign. Well, the beavers have made a ditch that comes up through this reed bed. And just look at the castor mounds. Some of them are over knee high and fresh sign. It's gonna be an awesome season. It's just when you find sign this easy and this much sign, you're gonna make some good catches. See when I find more sign. Got some more spots. I got some more spots back in here where the beaver are just making it too easy. They've built them a ditch through this reed bed to get back in here to these castor mounds. It's just, it's deep water where I'm sitting. It's gonna be easy. Put a drown drip in there. Pull them through this reed bed or put a dive stick and a 330 little foreign caster in here and another good catch. But there's sign everywhere in the Big Swamp this year. Just some more just killer beaver sign. They're just making it too easy. These castor mounds are well over knee high. Fresh grass pulled up on it. They've made a little ditch to get in here to it. And I'm sitting in about 8 feet of water. Just right here. It's just sitting in about 8 feet of water, not 6-8 feet from it. It's gonna be an easy set. There's beaver everywhere. I probably took 30 out of this spot last year. The beaver sign is everywhere. These castor mounds right here are over knee high to me. They're impressive. You can basically tell where a trap's gonna go right there. And I'm out in about 8 feet of water, just right off the edge of the bank. It's going to be There's ditches out here. It's gonna be an easy set. We'll move on down and see what else we can find. It's a very target-rich environment out here in this big swamp. It's been raining for 2 days. And look at all the fresh mud this beaver's got pulled up on this castor mound. We'll move on down. But it's gonna be a great season. See you in a little bit. Found another one of these lodges. It's pretty good size. But the beaver made a ditch. It's gonna be easy to make a few catches right here in this ditch. They pulled some mud. And you see fresh beaver sticks floating in the water right there. It's gonna be hard to get to, but easy catches. We'll move on down, see what else we can find. Underneath this bridge, going into the entrance of the 40 acres I got to trap back in here, I'd say these beaver are serious. Castor mounds everywhere. It's gonna be some easy catches. It was like this last year, and all around the corners where I caught that 73-inch beaver, what it measured out, length plus width. But there's castor mounds everywhere. We'll move on down. Just on the other side of the bridge, I kid you not, this castor mound right here is probably 6 feet across at the base and every bit of waist high. These colonies of beaver back in here, I trapped them hard and heavy, but they're still in here. I'm gonna move forward just a little bit. You can see these absolutely huge castor mounds. I'm gonna spend me some time back in here. There's a ton of beaver. There's just castor mounds. These things are, some of them, like that one over here, is waist high. These over here are way over knee high. It's gonna be some good trapping. We'll move on down. Some more of these castor mounds. It's just, I think this place is covered in beaver. What's everybody else think? These things are, that one there is probably between knee and waist high. These beaver make some humongous castor mounds. Move on down. Found another one of our goofy lodges. They build them like bank dams, and then they'll spend a lot of time covering them over with sticks, like they build a lodge out in the water. They're just, all you got to do then is go around the bank and find the lodge entrances. It makes it real easy. We'll move on down, see what other sign we can find. There's a nutria just bailed off that little island over there. Tried to get him. This is some of my favorite trapping grounds back in here. It's just all big swamp. It's just little runs after run after run in all directions. You can get turned around back in here quick if you ain't careful. But I've seen tons of nutria. They're sitting everywhere. Before I could get up on them close enough to film real good, they always slide off in the water and are gone. But it's going to be a great season. Well, these nutrias get these spots out here out in the swamp. They just pick them out of bush, and they're always laying up here on these spots. It's just like trapping muskrats on a feed bed. You just put a trap up in here where they want to get. Run you drowned out here 2-3 foot of water. Hey, easy to catch. You can just see See where they've been up in here sitting on this bush. We'll move on down. Well, I found a little peninsula out here and one heck of a crossover that's going to be having a trap in it right there. I'll probably put a 330 out here in the grass and camouflage it up, but it's tore up with sign. See when I move on down. Well, back up in here on another little cut, there's just castor mounds everywhere. It's going to be a great year for beaver. They've got beaver ditches and castor mounds everywhere. Move on down. Got a nutria right there. I don't know if you can see him. He's out there on that little bush. There he went. He just slid off in the water. They're everywhere out here in this big swamp. It's another one of our little funky beaver lodges they build. They build them on the edge of the bank, but they still hop it up like it's a lodge. Got to find the entrances and exits, but until I can get in here to actually put some waders on, get out here and find them, I'm just documenting where they're all at. It's a nice looking little beaver lodge. Well, I don't know how you can hear me because of the wind. We got this Hurricane Zeta or whatever going through, but this is more of the traditional, what everybody knows is a beaver lodge. There's good fresh sticks and fresh mud all over it. Looks like I'm gonna be picking up a few over here around this lodge too. We'll move on down. Hey, y'all gonna wake up? Y'all gonna wake up? That's about 3 of them over on that little bush. Move on down. Well, getting back in here to another one of our little, what I call southern beaver lodges. They got fresh sticks, fresh cut sticks, chew sticks piled up on top. They just pile up a bunch of sticks along the bank of the creek or river or lake. They don't build a lot of lodges out here in the water, but they'll take the time to build bank dens and then pile sticks all over the top of them. Makes it easy for us to catch it. A castor mound, a den run set, a blind set where they're mudding up on their house, all of which are good productive sets on our beaver lodges we have down here. We'll move on down.